Hello, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Fidel. In this video, I'd like to go over a rhetorical question, which is, who were you before you were born? Now, in order to answer that question, of course, you're going to have to start thinking. And this is true with anything, is that anytime I ask a question or anytime you want to go into the past, you have to go into your mind. It's required. So for that question, who were you before you were born? You could only come up with a thought or an idea of who you were before you were born. In this present moment, you're going into your mind, into your memory, to recall within the realm of thought who it was before you were born. Now, of course, you probably can't remember, but you might remember the first time that you ever became aware. That's usually our first recollection. So who were you before you were born? Well, you were probably something that was before awareness arose within who is the you, or the beingness of the you. So before you were born, it's pre-awareness and it cannot be known. But if you use your mind, you can go back to where you think you first had awareness, a sensory awareness. So it might be a vision from your past, or maybe you heard something from your past. Again, you can go in your mind and think about that. So your very first recollection is awareness. So before you were born, you were existing in some way or another without awareness, and then when you are born, you are now aware, sensory awareness. And so, really nothing has changed since that. You've always been that exact same awareness. And, of course, you accumulated knowledge during this time of your life. But if you just return back to the state of awareness, which you always are, which can be simply done by stopping the thinking mind right now. Notice you're still that same awareness that you were when you were born. You don't disappear, in other words, you still remain. So who you are is always that same awareness that you've always been. Now, again, the difference being is that when you were born, you probably weren't aware that you had awareness. The difference now is that you're aware that you have an awareness. And that's really the whole difference between when you were born and when you're right now, because all the knowledge that you accumulated, that came in through your senses. It doesn't define who you are. In summary, before you were born, you can't know because you didn't have awareness. You were likely some kind of existence somewhere or another, some other type of form, can't be known. And then at some point in your early life, you have a sensory awareness, and then nothing changes throughout your life. You acquire knowledge through your senses. They get stored as thoughts in your mind. And then when you stop thinking right now, voila, you're back to the same awareness you always have been since you were born. The difference being is that you're aware that you have awareness. So who you truly are has always just been this. So regardless of who you think you are, that's a story. You are this moment, not separate from it.